Hello everybody and welcome to Re Zero, the Frozen Bond OVA episode review. It came out last week, I think. I don't remember exactly. But hey, I figured I'd watch it. It's quite long. It's like an hour and a bit, so it's a full-on, it's basically a movie is where we're at with it. And you know, it was fairly good. I thought it was alright, maybe like Emilia a lot more. Sort of put things more into perspective, also interesting to know. Like her backstory as well, a lot of that stuff is interesting. But yeah, unlike how we did with the episode reviews, we're not going to go through it bit by bit. I've just wrote down some things to talk about because it was quite long. I don't want this to be 20 minutes of recap, basically. So there we go. But yeah, we'll start with Emilia. She's by herself in the forest. Puck is there, but they're just mates, I guess. And Emilia really feels alone in this movie. I'll call it a movie. In the original series, you know, she had Puck. Then later on, there's Subaru and Roswell and all the others. You could tell, like, hey, the general public didn't like her. But I think the fact that she had those close group of people that, you know, thought she was alright, sort of dampened the effect of it. But then in this movie, or episode, whatever you want to call it, she sees every single person is against her. You got, like, the townspeople that are against her. Probably will say this now. I'm going to be talking full spoilers on this, so if you've not seen it, don't watch this review. But yeah, the townspeople are against her. You got the fire horse, which we'll get back to in a little bit because he was the big bad, I guess, worth talking about him. You got like the bandits, a lot of people against her, and it was really put into perspective. You know, it's like, damn, I feel bad for you. I just want you to be happy. But that was the big thing for me was, you know, here's basically what she's had to deal with for years. But no, there is other stuff as well, obviously, of course there is. But that was the big thing for me. Another interesting thing that happened is the Puck was told, I'm making sure I'm getting this right, so Puck was told at some point not to make a contract with Emilia by someone. He doesn't say who it was. But then he did anyway. But it was like, the year span doesn't... It's weird how the year span works. We don't know how long Emilia was frozen in the ice with the other elves. Probably should have mentioned that. We see a bunch of other elves frozen in ice, but Emilia busted out. They don't make it too clear. I thought originally Puck got her out, but I think it was just Puck happened to be there when she got out, is what it actually seemed like it was. But then she's on her own. All the others are frozen in ice. Originally, I thought maybe she caused it, and I still do think maybe she caused it, because there's a bit later on, like a flashbacky. Well, no, I'll do that now. There's a part, I wrote the rough time down. It was about 42-ish minutes in, we'll call it. There's like a scene where it briefly flashes things, and there's three things. One was the elves freezing. So, you know, you see they actually get frozen. So maybe, and this is like Emilia's like memories were coming back or whatever. So it's kind of interesting. Second one was what I can assume is Emilia's mum, short hair, looks sort of like her from the side. And then the third one is a guy that looks suspiciously like Betelgeuse, like reaching his hand forward. So it might not have been him, but it really looked like him. Like the green hair, it looks sort of like the original Betelgeuse, you know what I mean? The one who is Betelgeuse, you know what I mean. So yeah, there was that too. That was kind of interesting as well. I'll briefly talk about the fire horse, whose name was it Melakuera? Well, I think it was something like that. For me, I didn't really get what he was. He was sort of like doing balance in the world or something, and he wanted to kill Emilia basically because, hey, you look like the witch, and half demon, a lot of that too. Which, does that mean that the elves are full demons? You know, do the rest of the world just hate elves in general? Because if she's a half demon, surely they'd be full demon. But they only seem to hate Emilia. Obviously, she's the only one out and about. But yeah, it is kind of weird. Yeah, Firehorse didn't really get it. You know, I don't really get what he is. I know he's a spirit, but like he's different from Puck. But you know, that he was not a weak part of the movie. But something I didn't quite get. And also also he's like talking about like being morally right, but then he like he recruits the bandit guy who he's just a bandit guy, ain't he? Don't really have much to add on the bandit guy. He was just a bad bandit guy. That. But yeah, other stuff that happens in this movie. We do see brief... This is when Emilia finds out she's a half-elf also, by the way, from said Firehorse, and makes a contract with Puck. That's in this movie. Didn't really get the... They tried to do, like, dramatic bits, like, oh no, maybe Puck's gonna die, maybe Emilia's gonna die, but they were sitting here, like, yeah, but, you know, it's a prequel. They think they leaned a bit too heavily on the, oh no, Puck might die. But, you know, we know that that's not true. Emilia also learns to do spirit things as well throughout this movie. She also is very adorable with how she names the maps. That was a highlight, is Emilia naming things on the map, I think, as well. That was a good thing. Subaru and them, they're briefly in it. There's a part, it's like at the end, where it's like just after Memory Snow. It's like basically Emilia's reflecting on the past, and that's what this thing is. It's her recounting the story. So, like, but she's doing this at, just after Memory Snow, and Subaru says something along the lines of, hey, there's no ice that can't melt, or something. And Emilia's like, wise words. So I guess at some point they're going to try and unmelt the elves and try and learn more about what happened back then, I would assume, because it seems like a pretty important thing for them to do. I'm just checking my notes to see if I've got anything else in here. Find out she's a half-elf. Yeah, I don't have too much more to add, really. It was just an enjoyable watch, a prequel backstory bit. The horse, for me, the fire horse, Melakuera, I want to know more about it, like, what was it actively doing? Is it like actually trying to uphold balance or whatever in the world, protect the world, or is it just like a racist? Because that's it came across more as an asshole as time went on. At first I was like, okay, fair enough, but then later on he recruited the brigand guy and whatever else. Also, there was this old man in the that Puck spoke to. It was like a guild master type thing. The brigand and Puck spoke to him. Who was the old man? Is he important? He seemed pretty important. Yeah, I enjoyed this quite a bit, actually. I think I did. It was more plot relevant than Memory Snow, where it was just like, here's no more suffering. This was actually like, it was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, there was snowboarding Emilia. Never mind, that was the best part. Emilia on a snowboard. That was actually the best part. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. But I can't think of too much else to say, so I guess I'll wrap this up here. Thank you, everybody, for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. Thank you very much. Check out the rest of the channel. There's other stuff on there too. It's good. I'll see you whenever you decide to watch next. Season 2 is coming out at some point. I think it's still July at the moment, but I don't think that's going to last. So, see you then, or wherever else. Take care, and bye, guys.